Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo open up old wounds. Details about ATIKU, Ladejo, and others. My people, you want to hear what we call the explosion. Exquisite and Apple Line Media, we are here to keep you up to date. Olusegun Obasanjo, became Nigerian's president on the second time on a democratic platform from 1999 to 2007. Atiku Abubakar was his vice president. Both of them very vocal. Both of them worked really hard with that administration. And we know, their work was really evident for all to see. Unlike this administration, we don't get to know if really there is a Buhari. We know for sure that there is a vice president, Professor Yemi Osibanjo, but it looks like the vice president's mouth has been sealed. The only thing he said about NSAS was an apology, of which up till today, nothing else has been done. We expected more from you, vice president. Let me tell you something. If you don't know it, please get it and take it from me. Yeah, investigate and find out if what I'm saying to you is true. If by any chance you are listening to this message, why people voted for APC in the first place. So yes, in 2015, no, not 2019. Most people voted for APC because of you. If you don't know, so no. So people depend on you. People are really relying on you for so many, people trust you. That was why they did that. Just to put it out there. Let's get straight into the news and understand the old ones and things that, Olusegun Obasanjo is unveiling. Let's get on straight. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo has opened up old wounds about political bigwigs like Atiku Abubakar, Alex Ewikweme, Rajiv Ladejo, and others. Olusegun, who spoke at the public presentation Amazing Grace, a biography of former Oyo State Governor Adebayo, on Thursday, said the allies of his former deputy Atiku Abubakar with late Dr. Alex Ekweme during the 2003 presidential primary election of the People Democratic Party collapsed after Ekweme was defeated at the polls. Obasanjo clarified some aspects of the book, giving a revelation of what went down behind the scene. Concerning Atiku and the 2003 general election, he said, again, Atiku did not back down as you claim until Alex Ekweme was defeated at the primaries of PDP in 2003. As Atiku agreement with Ekweme was to be Ekweme's running mate and Ekweme as president, spending 3 years and resigning for Atiku to complete the 4 years, and then for Atiku to contest election in his own right in 2007. It was after the results of the primaries that Atiku backed down. If you put it that way, it was when there was no other choice. That was when he backed down. A lot has been going on behind the scene in PDP that you know not of. Obasanjo also blamed Alio in the failure of the Southwest to produce the Speaker of the House of Representatives, which Aminu Tabawa eventually won. He also said the first proposal by Ajibola and he, Obasanjo, and others accepted him, adding that Alayo later began to lobby for Akinda, who was eventually defeated by Tabowa. In another aspect, Obasanjo said that an attempt to reconcile former Governor Rajiv Ladejo with the duel of the late political leader Chief Lamido and Chief Yekini fell on deaf ears. He alleged cracks in the relationship between Ladejo and his godfather, led by which led to Ladejo's impeachment. Reaching the page 140 of the book, Obasanjo said, "You pointed out on page 140 that Ladejo picked up a quarrel with me for reasons of non-existent third tenure. I didn't know that Ladejo picked up a quarrel that he became governor before he became governor was due to the grace of God and major contributors of two people. from whom the party structure was wrestled, and eventually we were able to make ahead. There have been a lot of destabilization and quarrel internally in PDP during my tenure because a lot of persons wanted to have their way. I pleaded with him to make accommodation for both of them. He told me they were all Ibadan people and that he knew how to deal with themselves. He subsequently proved himself right as they dealt with themselves, and he, Ladejo, came out the worst of it. Adebayo, I must thank you for the waving my school life with your uncle, Chief Gabriel Otole. He's my physics and chemistry teacher at the Baptist Boys High School, BBHS, Abeokuta, on page 387. Without him, none of us at the school at that time, including MKO, you mentioned, would have studied any science subject other than biology. When Chief Olotaye returned from Manchester University, he changed our situation drastically, and our lives were enriched. We were all better for it. Maybe in thanking God for Oyetayo, I should also thank you for Chief Olatoya, who, being your uncle, did a great work in my life. I wonder how you came to page 390 of your book to blame my criticism on dividing the Ibadan-Ilorin road to 3 sections for construction during the second term so that it could experientially be completed. You had a full term plus 1 year from Governor Ladejo's tenure as governor and went up till today. The roads are still not completed. And you believe honestly that in your biography, I should be blamed at least 13 years after I have left office. I don't think I understand how important that was, that you have to put it there. I understand that the road is for you and you really wanted it done, but you were a governor and you had the opportunity to make sure that things were done and that road was completed. It's been 13 years and the road is still what it is. I took to the road to handle it, and for your interest, the road was eventually given out, but due to some factors, it was never done. I want to stand here to say that in APC, what made them to have power in 2015 was because of our own internal crisis and not putting up our house in order as PDP. But I can see that PDP is working now, and eventually we are getting back ourselves on track. The worst have to be behind us. Atiku Abubakar has always been a very zealous and an ambitious young man. Anyway, I want to say I am happy to be here to make this book a reality. My people, so that's Olusegun Obasanjo speaking at a book review, exposing some old ones. Leave us a comment. God bless you. Have a lovely day. Tell us what you think. Bye for now.